Okay, welcome to all my children. To continue the lesson of animal kingdom, classification of living organism. Okay, why necessary for classification? Because it's better understanding to all organism based on similarities and dissimilarities. Then classification. What is classification? An organism arranged in a based on similarities and dissimilarities. This is called classification. Generally, there are two scientists mainly involved. One is called Carolus Linnaeus, another one, the scientist is called Aristotle. So the both scientists are major contributing role of classification of all the organism. Next, how there is a classified based on the level of organism. So one of the scientists is Carolus Linnaeus. He was called a two kingdom classification. Another one scientist is called a five kingdom classification proposed by Robert Harding Whittaker. There are scientists, the both scientists, as nowadays we are followed recently five kingdom classification throughout the world. Okay, this is a five kingdom classification. Robert Harding Whittaker. They are classified based on criteria. For example, salient features, cell type. Generally, there is a body is made up of what type of cell type, prokaryotic or eukaryotic in nature, and made up of cell wall are present or absent, and body organization. There is a single cell or many cellular organism, and mode of nutrition either is a autotrophic or heterotrophic in nature, and there another one as a salient feature of their attempt to evolutionary trend are also called phylogenetic trend or not attempt to evolutionary natures. These are all aspects classified and explained on five classification of R.H. Whittaker. Then what is some another way? The organism arranged in a hierarchical system, hierarchical classification or hierarchical taxonomy. So an organism arranged in a systematic manner based on lowest unit to highest unit. This aspect hierarchy of classification or categories. Species is a basic unit of classification. It's the lowest unit of classification, and all the species is composed of genus. All the genus is composed to family. All the family is consist of order. All the order is composed to class. All the class is composed to phylum. All the phylum is including as a kingdom. It is a kingdom of like animal, Animalia. For example, one of the human and our systematic position and hierarchical classification how to they are arranged with example species and genus and family and order, class and phylum and kingdom. Now next, so another way of classification, basis for classification. Generally, an organism is a level of organization. Generally, what type of level of organization? An organism made up of single cell or many cell. Such way is called unicellular organism or multicellular. Then we move to another level basis of classification, symmetry. Symmetry is nothing but can a plane on the axis can divide into two walls. Either it is radial or bilateral in nature. This type of arrangement is based on organism can be classified radial symmetry or also bilateral symmetry or asymmetrical animal. This way is classified because for example of radial symmetry in hydra and also there is a sea anemone, and bilateral symmetry for example of bioluminescent organism and also in insect. Okay, for example, so this way of classified animal kingdom is Animalia based on unicellular multicellular level. For example, another is symmetry radial or bilateral symmetry in respectively. Radial symmetry for example given Neteria and Netophora, bilateral symmetry all the organism. Then another way of classified and basis on classification, body cavity or coelom. Okay, the body cavity or coelom, they are based on the germ layer. Okay, next germ layer. Germinal layer. There is organism during the development of embryo. There is a developed in the region of cut. Okay. For example, the germ layer. Three type of germ layer are there. Outer layer is called ectoderm. Middle is called mesoderm, and inner layer is called endoderm. This of a layer can develop during a embryo. This is called a germ layer. This way is classified in organism. An organism having a two germ layer is called a diploblastic animal. For example, hydra and jellyfish. Which organism they are possessing a three germ layer like ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. These are also called a triploblastic animal. For example, even our mammal in our body is such an example of triploblastic animal. Coelom. Coelom, it is also called a body cavity. During the development of embryonic in nature on adult development of embryo, there is a development of coelom or body cavity. There is a way of classify three organisms, such is called acolemate or an absence of coelom in the body, and there is called pseudocolemate and false colemate another name, and another way is called true colemate or eucolemate in respectively. What is acolemate organism? For example, do not have any body cavity or coelom in the organism. This is called a acolemate organism. For example, tapeworm. Then what is pseudocolemate? The organism having during the germ layer false body or false coelom. This is called a pseudocolemate. For example, roundworm belongs to Ascalminthus of Ascaris. Another, this organism having a true coelom cavity or body cavity, such is called ecolemate or colemate cavity. For example, except these two aspect of area, remaining all the organism is ecolemate organism. For example, then we diagrammatic explanation is neatly given. Acolemate and pseudocolemate and colemate cavity organism. The diagram is given. Next, they are moved to another way. Okay, this area prevalent kingdom of level of organization and symmetry and body cavity coelom. So some of the remaining are there even body temperature based on classification. For example, poikilothermic and homeothermic in natures. So more than of level of classification are there. If you any doubt, and ask to me.